Are fitness misconceptions holding you back from real results? This video cuts through the noise, tackling persistent myths from spot reduction to strength training fears, and replaces them with evidence-based truths that will transform the way you train. This program is brought to you by the Series of Thoughts team as part of the Health and Wellness Fitness series. Millions of people work hard in the gym, but often plateau or get injured because they follow outdated advice. Let's look at some of the most common myths standing between you and your goals. Why does this matter? Because exercise science has advanced significantly. Understanding the evidence allows you to train smarter, save time, reduce injury risk, and achieve better results. Our first myth is the idea of spot reduction. People often perform endless crunches or arm exercises, hoping to target fat in specific areas, but unfortunately, science doesn't support that. The truth is that fat loss is a system-wide hormonal process. When you're in a caloric deficit, your body draws energy from fat stores across the entire body, not just where you're exercising. So what actually works? Focus on a consistent caloric deficit. Incorporate compound cardio and strength movements, and remember that real progress takes consistent effort over time. The key takeaway for spot reduction: don't waste time on endless isolation exercises. Instead, build a comprehensive program with compound movements and a proper diet to see real, lasting change. Moving on to myth number 2, the belief that heavy sweating is a direct sign of fat burning. It's an intuitive idea, but it fundamentally misrepresents how sweating actually works. Sweat is simply your body's cooling mechanism, and it's composed of water and minerals, not fat. The amount you sweat is influenced by heat and humidity, making it an independent variable from actual calorie burn. Be careful with things like rubber sweatsuits. They don't help you burn more fat, and they carry serious risks, such as dehydration and dangerous electrolyte imbalances. If sweat isn't the metric for a good workout, what is? Look for elevated heart rates, muscle fatigue during your sets, and a challenging respiratory rate as signs you're training effectively. For our sweat myth takeaway, stop measuring progress by your shirt's wetness. Stay hydrated, train with intensity, and use real performance metrics like rep counts and endurance milestones. Finally, let's address myth number 3. No pain, no gain. While hard work involves discomfort, this mantra has caused countless injuries by encouraging people to ignore their body's warning signs. It's vital to distinguish between productive discomfort, like muscle fatigue, and harmful pain. Stabbing pain, joint issues, or dizziness are emergency signals. If you experience these, stop immediately. Remember, muscle growth and adaptation actually happen between sessions during recovery. Don't push until you're overtrained. Treat rest and proper nutrition as the essential requirements for your progress. Moving on to our training principles. To train smart, you need to distribute your effort effectively across intensity zones. Elite endurance athletes often use a polarized training pattern, spending 80% of their time in low-intensity zones and 20% in high-intensity zones to maximize gains while minimizing injury. Our key takeaway on the no pain myth is simple. Productive discomfort builds you up, but harmful pain tears you down. Learn the difference, listen to your body, prioritize your recovery, and always progress gradually. Try the 10% rule, where you don't increase your workload by more than 10% per week. Next, let's address myth number 4, the belief that carbs make you fat. In today's diet culture, carbohydrates are often demonized. However, the scientific reality is much more nuanced and quite liberating. What do carbohydrates actually do? They are your body's primary fuel source. Your brain prefers glucose for energy, and your muscles rely on stored glycogen to power high-intensity exercise. Without them, both performance and cognitive function can suffer significantly. Weight gain is driven by total caloric intake exceeding expenditure, not by a specific macronutrient. The true distinction for health is between refined and whole food carbohydrates. Prioritize whole sources, like oats and fruits, which provide fiber and satiety, over ultra-processed options. Carb timing is another powerful tool. Consuming complex carbs 2 to 3 hours before training tops off your stores. Simple carbs right before help performance, and a post-workout combination of protein and carbs accelerates your recovery. To summarize, carbohydrates don't make you fat. Excess calories do. Embrace whole food carbs, limit refined ones, and don't fear the macronutrient your muscles rely on most. Finally, let's look at myth number 5, the fear that lifting weights will make you look bulky. This misconception keeps many people away from the weight room, depriving them of massive health and longevity benefits. Building significant muscle mass requires extreme training volume, a massive caloric surplus, and high testosterone levels. For most people, consistent strength training leads to a leaner, more defined physique, as muscle tissue is denser than fat. The actual benefits of strength training are immense. It elevates your metabolism, increases bone density, which is vital for long-term health, improves your posture, prevents injuries, and has a proven positive impact on mental health and cognitive function. The data is clear. Studies show that even without changing your diet, resistance training increases strength, reduces body fat, and significantly boosts bone density. It is one of the most effective ways to reshape your body. The key takeaway? The weight room is the architect of a lean physique. Focus on compound lifts, apply progressive overload by gradually increasing your weights or reps, and stay consistent with 2 to 4 sessions a week. Now that we have dismantled these 5 myths, it's time to build a positive path forward. Science-backed training isn't about secret tricks. It's about applying consistent principles that lead to sustainable, long-term success. This framework integrates everything we've discussed. By combining proper nutrition, resistance training, cardiovascular health, and sufficient rest, you create a robust system that supports your body and your goals. A balanced week might include specific days for strength training, moderate cardio, and active recovery. This approach ensures you're addressing the cornerstones of fitness, setting you up for lasting, evidence-based results. Thank you for watching. Let's move on to core nutrition principles. For optimal performance and body composition, prioritize consuming 0.7 to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight to support muscle repair. Fill half your plate with fiber-rich vegetables, stay hydrated with at least 8 to 10 cups of water daily, and understand your maintenance calories. A sustainable strategy for long-term health is the 80-20 rule. Aim to eat whole, minimally processed foods 80% of the time, while allowing for flexibility in the remaining 20%. This approach prevents the cycle of restriction and promotes consistency, which always beats perfection in the long run. Avoid common fitness pitfalls like relying solely on the scale. Weight fluctuates daily due to water and hormones, so track photos and strength gains instead. Also, update your workout routine every 4 to 8 weeks to avoid plateaus. Never skip your dynamic warm-up, and prioritize getting at least 7 hours of sleep. The most powerful shift you can make is psychological. View exercise as a form of self-care rather than punishment. Those who train to feel strong and capable rather than to just change their appearance demonstrate much higher long-term adherence and significantly better well-being. To wrap up, use this checklist to stay grounded in science. Stop chasing spot reduction, ignore sweat volume as a performance metric, distinguish muscle burn from joint pain, and fuel your training with quality carbohydrates. Train smarter, recover well, and stay consistent. Your results will follow.